Aries, in the next 48 hours, you are experiencing an ascension. We've got transformation, end of cycle, and beginnings. So there's a huge ending that's happening here. It does feel like it could be something that has to do with finances or material gain in some way, shape, or form, because we also have prosperity. It's almost like you're going into a golden era right now. And there's a lot of processing out of the old, what no longer is necessary to hold on to. It's almost like a drag now. If you hold on to it still, it could be a thought process. It could be patterns that you've experienced here, and there's a big release happening here right now. I also think that you've gained a lot of strength through this process of expansion, of ascension. And ascending is going higher, right? So this is where I do see you going higher in something. Now, it seems like in the past there could have been a little bit of discontent and boredom. Maybe you felt really separate from your dreams, or like the magic was gone in your life. Like, where's the excitement? Where's the fun? You could have gone through some obstacles and challenges here, especially financially or materially in some way, shape, or form. I see that ending now, and I see prosperity coming in, baby. Yes. Within the next 48 hours, you could be dealing with some issues with a mother figure or a mother in some way, shape, or form, or you as a mother. There could have been a hidden or a blind spot that had been that's now being opened, or now you're seeing it, and this could have to do with the heart space and how you feel about being a mother or a mother figure in general, or something that you've created with your hands, something that you've literally brought to a manifestation. It was an idea and now it's real. That type of energy. If you've been dealing with any sort of issues of abandonment, like abandonment issues, that could be coming up here as well. I think you're gaining a new perspective on how to feel about that, and it's very empowering too. So this isn't something that's going to diminish your power and make you feel less than in any way, shape, or form. This is definitely going to expand your power. I do also want to say that I see a fulfillment of a wish coming through here. Once again, it looks like it could be either financial, your physical body here, or emotionally that it's coming in. It's going to kind of let you get a moment to stop and smell the roses and enjoy how far you've come and what you have become and what you have now is what I'm getting. I also see a change happening with goals here. You could be readjusting goals right now. Maybe some of the old goals that you had before are kind of turning around on their head now, and you're realizing maybe you want something different. Maybe you're backtracking. You had a new beginning that you were going down, and you're like, I don't know if I want to go down that direction anymore. And you're readjusting it because you're getting a win somewhere else. So I definitely see new investments, maybe even new people coming into your life that are showing you who you are, either by reflection or by saying like, hey, you're really amazing, or you're so good at this, you're so good at that, or just really enjoying having you in their life. So Aries, I love you so much. Okay, let me get one more card here for you. We're going to get a Spirit Oracle message. And don't forget to leave a comment to let me know how it resonates. Girl, you got like 10 of them. Okay, let's just take the first one. Be true to yourself in all ways. Not everyone will get you. They can only understand from their level of perception. And that's on them. No matter what people say, don't ever doubt your worth or the beauty that you hold within. Stand tall in your power. Wow, that's huge. Making sure that you're not letting confusion set in by other people's experiences. They can only understand you from their own perceptive capacity, right? Okay, I love you, Aries. Let me know how it resonated. Taurus, in the next 48 hours, you are the key. Look at this amazing owl. There's so much wisdom here that you're carrying. Inner calling, clarity, intention, period. There's also the sage energy coming in right now as well. Harmony, acceptance, and patience. But I don't think it's been like this. I feel like there could have been a little bit of discontent and boredom that was going on here. Maybe like, where's the magic? You know, maybe falling out of love with your dreams, or forgetting what they were, or forgetting that you can actually reach them. Like, I don't think so. Now, I also see that you could have been dealing with a beastie sort of energy, maybe like a wolf in sheep's clothing, somebody that was a little deceptive, maybe even envious of you, or maybe you were dealing with this energy in some way, shape, or form that was around you. Conflict, competition, and oppression. And it almost seems like something was hidden. You can see that wolf has like a really intense sort of gnarly energy about it. And now I think maybe you've seen it, you've noticed this sort of energy around you, and it's time to move on. I think this was a sort of a darker part of your a chunk of life here where you had to kind of experience what it was like to go through this, I suppose, or be able to know what it was to gain the wisdom to get over it. And now you really are. You're moving into the light here where there's a lot of life, a lot of love, and finally movement. I definitely see there's a lack of patience going on here, which is good. I feel like that's what's necessary right now because Spirit wants some action from you right now. It also seems like the action is being guided towards the future. So this is thinking about what you want to grow in the future and how you're going to plant those seeds now to make it happen. There's also an energy of overcoming explosive or super expressive emotions that are coming out right now, realizing that this moment isn't the only one. There is going to be a moment after this, and that's what you're thinking about. You guys are so good at that too. So I definitely see that coming in, and now that that sort of deceptive, envious energy is gone, harmony comes in. Acceptance comes in a new form, in a new way. The patience that you had is being placed in a different area of your life now. Instead of having patience on your forward-facing action, now you're putting patience somewhere else. I think that you are going to be glowing in the next 48 hours. There's this energy of maybe bringing something to life or materializing something. I also see that there could be some new finances that are coming in right now, or a new direction to make more money and to start, caring about how you're perceived in the public could also be a thing. Maybe you're readjusting how you would like to be perceived. And that could be changing right now. And I think one of the main ways that it's going to be changing is people are seeing you with more wisdom, more freedom, more adaptability. And your inner calling could be coming out right now and kind of making some headway for you to realize what it is that you actually want. We got Taurus out here right now. Spirit says as soon as you get this inner calling and the clarity and you fixate your intention, that's when we hold on to it. Let's not hold on to old stuff that's kind of keeping you stuck in this energy. We want to kind of unearth that and take those weeds out and replant our seeds for what it is that we want for the future. And I'm telling you right now, you're being seen as somebody with wisdom, somebody in a higher, almost like a higher tax bracket spiritually. So people are looking up to you right now. They could be asking you for some advice. You better go, Taurus, period. All right, let me get you a Spirit Oracle card. Okay, that was fast. Couldn't even get a shuffle in, baby. Those difficult times will pass. Speak. Nothing bad lasts forever. The sun will shine again. The birds will sing and the clouds will clear. You'll be glad you kept moving forward. You will soon be rewarded for your patience. Hold on. You are far stronger than you think. I hope this was helpful, Taurus. Let me know in the comment section if it resonated. I love you all. See you later. Bye. Gemini, in the next 48 hours, you are realizing something big. I think that you are seeing that you are the visionary. Confidence, passion, and self-worth. There's an expression of this that's coming out right now. You could be holding on to somebody right now or something, maybe even an environment that may be a wolf in sheep's clothing. And right now we have the pack, inner work, deep connections, and soul tribe. But right next to it, we've got the beast. So there's two messages I'm getting for this. Two of you. Oh, okay. Some of you guys could be dealing with a friendship or a partnership or a job, something where the truth isn't being spoken here. And you can tell that there's some underlying sort of lack of truth, underlying lying. Something is going on here and you've already gotten a whiff of it, right? Because they've got a really good nose. And I think that could definitely be one scenario. The other scenario here is that you are taking on some characteristics of the people that you're hanging out with right now, or the people and environments that you're surrounding yourself with. So I would definitely be careful with the influence that you're allowing yourself to intake right now with whoever's around you. Now, I want to say that if you've been going through sort of any emotional withdrawal or not being emotionally available, this is where I see there's positive movement forward in that area. I think your emotions are starting to kind of neutralize and you're ready to go towards some goal here that you have. You probably have this sort of vision of what you want to do, and maybe you were a little bit nervous to do it, but I do see that there's action going towards that right now. With regards to that, we're also going to have to sort of reassess where we want to give our energy to. So there's a bunch of different doors that are here, and it's almost like allotting energy to each door differently. Maybe before you were giving too much energy to love relationships or too much to money, and now it's like we need physical body, sexuality, confidence, and creativity. There's finances here, long-term investments, short-term investments, relationships, long-term, short-term, anything you grow from the ground up, like a business, children, plants, and then higher knowledge. So you're readjusting that right now. And what's going to be the indicator of how to readjust that? It's the heart. And you'll know exactly what makes your heart skip a beat or what gets you excited when you think about the future. That's where spirit needs you to be right now, because we're planting the seeds and nurturing those plants for later. As far as this person's concerned, I'm sorry, they're bringing me back to it. So much resistance going on here with the cards right now. This person could be, if you're trying to figure out who it is, which I'm sure you probably already know who it is, but they're like keeping you blinded about something. Maybe they're in connection with somebody else that you know, or they're talking to somebody else, something along those lines. And there's this sort of fiery energy, and they're trying to come in as a visionary like you, but the energy's flipped, and it's like, it almost seems like they're kind of pretending here. So make sure that you're not thinking you're picking up a gold coin, and in reality it's just a bug. So keep that in mind. Keep your eyes peeled. Don't forget to leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates. I'm going to get you a spirit oracle message. You need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. All right, Gemini, I hope that was helpful. Let me know. Love you. Bye. Cancer, in the next 48 hours, you are the key. Inner calling, clarity, and intention. There's so much wisdom coming from you now. And a lot of that wisdom is coming from things that have already been dead and gone, baby. Everything in this card is pretty much gone except these roses. And I feel like there's this sort of blossoming that's happening for you, and it's appearing in all the cards here. Number one, I think if you've been wanting to get ahead in some way, shape, or form, becoming an apprentice, learning something new, higher education, beliefs, and wisdom, period. There's, if you've been wanting higher education, this would be a really good time to do it. Or some of you guys are already graduating. Something along those lines could be happening now. I feel like you're really conjuring up what it is that you want. You're taking enough time to consider, ponder, and plan what it is that you want. And I think you're really downloading a lot of those messages here from your higher self. It's like you've been writing, baby. You've been writing to get it done. Movement, quick decisions, and progress. You've been making progress very quickly. And now there's this visionary energy that's coming in for you to see what it is that you want for the future. And I think you're giving yourself some time to ponder that and almost like manifest it correctly, because sometimes moving fast isn't always like, just because you get there quickly doesn't mean that it's the right way to do it. Sometimes when you get there too fast, you miss a lot of those little side quests, you know what I mean, that you could have gotten along the way. So Spirit's asking literally for patience here. You are about to bloom, or you're blooming right now, and it's like enjoying the process of the bloom is definitely here. I see that there could be a new offer of love coming in for you, and love can span in many different ways, but it actually feels like there's multiple ways that this is expanding. Just like there's multiple colors of sleeves, two hands, there's multiple colors in the rainbow, there's multiple streams of love coming in, okay? One of them could definitely be income, period. But we also have like this energy where you're in the spotlight. Definitely for others, but I think you're really in the spotlight for yourself. And right now it's showing that you are seeing that you've got so many different tools at your fingertips. And when you feel like you're connected to spirit and you're connected to God, you truly are. And you're actually giving yourself the credit for it now. I do see some activations happening for you here too. Baby, oh, what is this? Oh, what is this? I love myself a little King of Pentacles. Oh, and an Emperor is here too. So we've got an Emperor and a King of Pentacles coming in for this star. And the star is somebody who's out of reach. You try grabbing a star. Good luck, I'll wait. But you can't. It's out of reach. And by the time you get there, it's not even existent. So this is the energy that you're coming through with. It's very high. It's very high vibrational, but it's almost out of your league. You're raising your league. You're going higher in an emotional tax bracket, in a spiritual tax bracket. You're raising value right now, Cancer. And a couple of things that I see coming in the next 48 hours that will be activated. I got 2 chakras here, baby. We got the root chakra and we've got the throat chakra. So this is better communication skills, being able to really communicate your truth and verbalize it in a way that it's received well, I think. And the reason why it's received so well is because the root chakra is also being activated, which is safety and security. So you feel safe enough to tell the truth, but you also, because you have that, you can also make somebody else feel safe enough to receive it. So that is huge. If you wanted to express yourself in any way, shape, or form, this would definitely be the time to do so. I definitely see love coming in here, even love for work that's coming in. Maybe you're getting love through your work as well. All right, let's get you a Spirit Oracle message, baby. Make today your new beginning. Try leaving any past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead. Y punto. I love you, Cancer. Let me know how it resonates in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Leo, in the next 48 hours, you are a writer, baby. Movement, quick decisions, progress. Look at how it's like you're finally writing for yourself. You're finally ready to speak what you need to speak. This energy is also coming through at the bottom of the deck with Triumph. There's this energetic activation that's happening for you here. I think that confidence is being activated. Safety to go towards your confidence. Sexuality is here, creativity is here, physical body is here too. So all of those aspects are happening for you, especially if you've been having like lower back pain or something like that. That could be releasing itself. I think releasing is also a big thing for you. If you've been caged up in any way, shape, or form, yeah, sure, we can blame everybody else for caging us up, right? But in reality, what are we allowing? I think you're giving some time to ponder that right now and finding freedom. You're creating freedom for yourself. You're taking a different direction. Freedom, release, reclaiming power. Period. And that's exactly what's happening. There's energy of an adversary that's coming in here. Maybe somebody that you felt was against you or that was in competition with you in some way, shape, or form. And it kind of put you in a position before, right? This is before of like discontent and boredom. Maybe you forgot about what your goals were. Maybe you forgot about all that intensity that you had going for it. Maybe you're like, where the hell's the magic? Like, where's the magic in my life right now? You're like, I'm done. I'm going to go find it. I'm going to go make it. I am the magic. What are you talking about? Period. I think there's a lot of release of the power. Oh, I just got chills. That was nice. Thank you, Leo. But this is sort of processing out the old and releasing it gently. You don't have to say, I'm done with you, you know, but there's like a gentle release that's happening here from maybe some old flames, which means you're making space for new flames, which is why we probably have new beginnings here. New beginnings is 0, and 0 is protection. It's like a hug, you know, like you hold something like this to protect it. So I feel like you could be protecting this new world that you're creating. You're protecting yourself while you release a lot of the baggage that you feel like you're dealing with right now, emotional or otherwise, and you're traveling very lightly. But passion is reigniting in your life right now. There's a lot of healing coming in and freedom. And baby, once that bird is out of the cage, good luck to anybody that stands in your way. We've got the star here. You are raising your value like no other. It's almost like the people who could touch you before, like they were around you before, it's like they can't even get a sniff of what your perfume smells like anymore. You've raised your value so much, and I think that you're really seeing your worth right now. There could be new financial endeavors that are coming in, like new finances. There's also a lot of wisdom coming in here. There is something about a scent. You see that? He's smelling the flower. It's like maybe you're changing shampoo or you're changing a perfume or something like that. I'm loving it. Better emotions in general, babe. Like if you were dealing with a lot of negative emotions, this is all positivity coming in. I also see a nice booty coming in, baby. We also have a mothering energy. There's creativity here as well. Some of you guys could be pregnant or getting pregnant. Watch it if you're not trying to. Wrap it up if you're not trying to wrap babies' butts. But I will tell you, that it's about time to let go of this funky energy, y'all. This emotional unavailability, it's done. It's got to go. Like, you were meant to move with the heart. You rule the heart space. So we cannot allow you to go down into this funky little energy. It's gone. It's got to go. And I think you're making a nice hefty decision to make sure that it happens. Let's go ahead and go. And you're also bringing justice too. You're like, no, this is how it needs to be. Like, we need to set those rules, those boundaries, and stick to them. And there's no use setting rules or boundaries if you don't have consequences afterwards, if somebody breaks them. Okay. All right. What do we have here? Go back to the heart of who you truly are. There you will find peace. Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds and then release them. Use what they taught you as added strength. Keep moving forward with a renewed sense of confidence. Leo, I hope this was helpful. Let me know if it resonated in the comments. I love you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Virgo, in the next 48 hours, you are fearless. We have the Stand. Courage, determination, and fearlessness. It's almost like you're looking your fear right in the eyes and saying, nah, I'm done. You don't rule me. You don't own me. I own you. Watch. And that's exactly what it looks like. I think we're coming out of a shadow period right now where we were maybe contemplating. And I think we're at like a crossroads right now of making a decision, choices, searching for purpose, and daydreaming. If you are daydreaming a lot, I would give yourself some time to actually ponder what your heart is trying to ask for from you. But I will tell you one thing right now, the determination that you have, the courage that's coming out of you right now, and the fearlessness that you're accessing is going to really open up some areas of life here that you haven't been able to trek yet. And we also have Blood Moon, illusion, uncertainty, and narcissism. You could be dealing with this in the next 48 hours where maybe there's a pack of people or an energy around you that's a little bit narcissistic or that's just uncertain. This situation in general is opening you up to kind of put your hand into the mix and make some changes here. Readjust your investment on certain areas of your life. Anything you grow from the ground up, plants, children, business, personal development, sexuality, creativity, physical body, and confidence, how much you trust your intuition and higher knowledge is coming in here as well. I will tell you one thing, that sacral chakra here is coming in something heavy. I feel like there's a renewed sense of confidence that's coming in for you here. You could even be working on your physical body in some way, shape, or form that's giving you more confidence. You know, like after you work out, maybe not the next day, but a little bit later, you feel like so strong, like, dang, I could do anything. Like you could take the world on. I definitely see that happening. For some of you guys are getting some new partners, if you know what I'm saying. Love that for us. For some of you guys, if you've been on a break with a friendship or maybe a relationship that was a third party sort of situation, I kind of see that happening right now. I don't know if that's coming back up or what. Maybe you're kind of getting past that. And Spirit's like, remember what you learned here and hold on to those core values and don't let them go. Like your core values here are definitely valid, and it's time to really access your heart to make sure that you're sitting well with them still. If you still sit well with those core values, then they stay. If you're having a little bit of second guessing, some unsurety that's happening there, then maybe it's time to get them readjusted. Now, I do see that there could have been a lot of stress or anxiety that was happening for you here. It could have been keeping you away from some goal-oriented energy. Baby, we're out of there, okay? We've got positive movement forward happening now, courageously, period. And you're going towards your goals, and maybe you're even creating new ones right now. Spirit's also letting us know that your intuition is going to be popping in the next 48 hours. Now, let's get you a Spirit Oracle card. It's time to hit the reset button. Clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. Right here, baby. Some of those core values may actually need to change, and the ones that make you feel solidified and solid within yourself, those can stay. It's time to hit the reset button. Clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move to the next phase in your life. This is your rebirth. welcome to this beautiful, brand new energy. You've got this. I hope that was helpful, Virgo. Love you so much. Let me know in the comments how it resonated. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Libra, in the next 48 hours, you are going to see that somebody is an adversary. I feel like maybe somebody's in competition with you, or like maybe they're jealous. Oh, I can never do a reading for y'all without somebody being jealous, for real. But I'm getting a lot of jealousy here. The keywords here are hard work, diligence, and progress. And maybe you're doing all of those things and somebody else is a little bit crossed about it, okay? Choices, searching for purpose and daydreaming. So somebody's searching for purpose and they're seeing you find yours and they're just like, let me get some of that, right? But it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing, for real. There's like beastie energy coming in here, very like, see how he's like gnarly, dude. He's like, argh. Now, conflict, competition, oppressors is exactly what it looks like. Why? Because you've got wisdom and you're moving forward, like forward. Dang, okay, make me say that 3 times. Speaking of 3 times, right under cross, we also have the Ace of Swords, and that's 3 swords, baby. Somebody is heartbroken over your breakthrough, and I'm not even lying, y'all. Aside from like work colleagues or whatever, this could actually be like a partner or like somebody that you were with or something like that. For some of y'all, it could definitely be a masculine. If y'all are masculine, then it's a masculine. But if you're feminine, babe, this is like an ex or something like that. That I feel like there's a little bit of jealousy here, but they don't tell you. The energy that they're coming in here with is more like, oh, I got this, like I'm good, whatever. But they could have also been trying to get you to lose belief in yourself or make you lose sight of your dreams, lose sight of the magic that you actually are. And I don't freaking think so, baby. I'm gonna get one more card for this person. Maybe they wanted you to have a bad reputation. Maybe they moved, and maybe you're moving, or you moved away from them, or something like that. And it just feels like you could also not even be in communication with them, but they're coming through something heavy here. I do want to say that once you realize this and you realize why it's happening, you can take some pride in yourself because you know that you're kicking ass right now. But there's also this energy of reassessing and redistributing energy and redistributing investment in your life. If you were giving too much attention to love, or something along those lines, you're now investing in your physical body, sexuality, creativity, confidence, finances, better relationships. And boy, do I see a better relationship coming in for you, babe. I do see a soulmate entering your life here that's almost, oh my gosh, there was a gnat on the authority card. Girl, period. Anyway, yep, it feels like this person that's coming in is like, they want to be a protector. They want to nurture. They want to allow you your space to expand. They're the frame, you're the picture is what it feels like. And this other person is really not having it. Aside from that, geez Louise, they took over the reading. Go away. I feel like you're really activating some energy right now to really go after what it is that you want to go for, and letting whatever wants to leave. Like, bye. We didn't need that energy anyway, period. All right, let's get you a Spirit Oracle card. You wouldn't plant a seed and then dig it up every few minutes to see if it is grown. So why do you keep questioning yourself, your hard work, and your decisions? Have patience. Stop overthinking. And keep watering your seeds. Y punto. All right, guys. I love you so much. Let me know how it resonated in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Scorpio, in the next 48 hours, your heart is coming back online, baby. Now, I can tell that maybe in the past here, maybe even the recent past, maybe you were practicing stoicism. But, babe, you're a water sign. You're here to emote. You're literally emoting all of the time. And I feel like maybe you were trying to practice more stoicism, trying to kind of handle those feelings in a more peaceful, receptive way. Maybe you were trying to manifest something, but right now I do see that you're having an emotional awakening, another one. And it's like this processing of emotions in maybe a more mature way where you get to decide, like you're in control of them. They're no longer in control of you. So I feel like you're at this point of accelerating and accessing emotions that you feel are actually helpful instead of hindering, because I'm a water sign too, so I know what it's like to feel like, dang, why do I have to be so emotional or get so angry or get so happy? Like where's the balance here? So you're finding it now. The intuition is coming online here even more than it was before, so be prepared to listen to those knowings that just pop into your head. And we've also got following your heart. I do get, for some of you guys, if you're in a relationship, holy moly, beloved is here. Oh, what a beautiful connection. Oh, I feel like there's better communication happening right now, better understandings that are going on, love, reciprocity, and intertwinement. Oh, baby, works. We also have roots, ancestry, legacy, and tradition. And this is what I see is happening. You could be changing the tradition, changing the roots of how you process those emotions. You're having this huge mental expansion that's happening right now. And it's really bringing in a better understanding. And I think it's going to help you in your everyday life, literally with work, with your romance, with your platonic and familial relationships, with you and yourself, which is the main one that we want it to help, because we want you to be proud of having emotions. We want you to be proud to experience life the way you experience it. But like I said, intuition is coming in something heavy. And like I said, it's a knowing. It's not necessarily a feeling, it's a knowing. So that's putting you in alignment right now for your destiny. And I think once you're in alignment here, I'm going to get one more card for that. Oh, hell yeah. One more, please, if I may. Period. There's this sort of empowerment that's happening here. Maybe you went through a difficult upbringing. Maybe you felt for a little while here that you were left out in the cold, or like you didn't want to ask for help. You didn't want to let anybody know what you were going through. You just wanted to do it by yourself, power through it, white knuckle through it, and just get on the other side. Well, you're on the other side now, and there's this sort of energy of going after what it is that you want and being okay with accessing that passion and using it for your benefit. I think this is also helping you get over some form of deception and envy, some form of heartache and loss that put you in emotional withdrawal, that made you feel like you were suffering in silence. That is over now. And it's about damn time that you ride this horse, baby, and you ride it into the sunset. And I just feel like you're in alignment now to really follow this destined path. Let's get you a spirit oracle message. That's a powerful next 48 for y'all. Don't forget to let me know how it resonates in the comments. Oh, don't forget to follow. All right. If you think you're alone, you're not. We are beside you in all your challenges that you face. Trust that outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome in every situation. We have your best interest at heart. We love you. Oh my goodness, how beautiful, Scorpio. Let me know how it resonated. I love you all so much. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Sagittarius, in the next 48 hours, you are uncovering something special. Nostalgia, sentimentality, and memory. Sentimentality, I didn't even know that was a word. Look, there's like this sort of gentle energy that you're taking with yourself right now if any nostalgia pops up. It feels like you're kind of opening something up here for yourself. And I also feel like you are in a comfortable space to do it. So this isn't like an awkward or uncomfortable or maybe it could be a little vulnerable, but you feel like you're safe because we have nest, and it's like you're in a nesting period. Maybe you're cleaning up the house, and like, you know how you're like cleaning or organizing or whatever, and like things start popping up. I love that. But this is like something that's been dead and gone. And one of those things might have been where somebody was being a little deceptive, maybe envious energy here. Maybe they weren't telling the truth or they were lying. I think that there's some light being shed on that right now for you that's going to expand your mind. Definitely shed light on it. And I do want to say as well that there is a little bit of a pause energy coming in here. We've got accelerated motion in reverse. So this is almost like a slowing down. Oh, dang, we got death at the bottom of the deck. This is definitely getting transmuted, translated, transferred, a lot of trans going on here, but something's getting transmuted out. And while you're doing that, it's almost like slowing you down enough to really process this through. And Spirit is giving you the necessary support and nurturing that you need to transmute this energy into something useful. And boy, is it useful. I think that Okay, all right, last hard one is a heartache and loss. This is difficulties maybe in your upbringing, or difficulties maybe when you felt left out in the cold, or when you didn't want to ask anybody for help because who were you going to ask? So there was some energy about that here, or maybe even financial difficulties or something like that. And now, baby, you are bossing up, okay? You're already bossed up. Maybe you're just realizing, like, from there to here, where you are, from here to there, how much you've grown. And man, there has been such a transformation for you, my love. Oh, I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of you. This is phenomenal, dude. But like I said, it's like whatever is dead and gone, it really is, but you can take power from your history now. Instead of looking at your history like you were a place of lack of power, this is where you're really deriving some power from your past and using that to your benefit now. I also see that if you're in a relationship, it could go really, really well right now. I see somebody's enamored with you, or just like infatuated, or super in love. I feel like you're a little nonchalant about it, but the nonchalant energy is coming because, you know, you're processing through a lot of stuff right now. I also want to say that you could have been dealing with somebody who was like not acting upon something, and now they really are. There's a lot of love coming in. If you don't have a partner, this could be coming in right now. If you guys don't have a job, I feel like you could be even finding a hobby or something like that. I also want to say success, blessings, and positivity is coming in now from this processing out of whatever's old and taking it in a new way. All right, let's get you a Spirit Oracle message, baby. That was quick. Focus your mindset on what you can control instead of what you can't. The world is your oyster. Elevate your thought pattern so you can attract abundance into your life. You are what you believe. Ooh, and I believe you're amazing. I hope you do too. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I will talk to you later. Love you. Bye. Sagittarius, in the next 48 hours, you are uncovering something special. Nostalgia, sentimentality, and memory. Sentimentality, I didn't even know that was a word. Look, there's like this sort of gentle energy that you're taking with yourself right now if any nostalgia pops up. It feels like you're kind of opening something up here for yourself. And I also feel like you are in a comfortable space to do it. So this isn't like an awkward or uncomfortable or very, maybe it could be a little vulnerable, but you feel like you're safe because we have nest, and it's like you're in a nesting period. Maybe you're cleaning up the house, and like, you know how you're like cleaning or organizing or whatever, and like things start popping up. I love that. But this is like something that's been dead and gone. And one of those things might have been where somebody was being a little deceptive, maybe envious energy here. Maybe they weren't telling the truth, or they were lying. I think that there's some light being shed on that right now for you that's going to expand your mind. Definitely shed light on it. And I do want to say as well that there is a little bit of a pause energy coming in here. We've got accelerated motion in reverse. So this is almost like a slowing down. Oh, dang, we got death at the bottom of the deck. This is definitely getting transmuted, translated, transferred, a lot of trans going on here, but something's getting transmuted out. And while you're doing that, it's almost like slowing you down enough to really process this through. And Spirit is giving you the necessary support and nurturing that you need to transmute this energy into something useful. And boy, is it useful. I think that okay, all right, last hard one is a heartache and loss. This is difficulties maybe in your upbringing, or difficulties maybe when you felt left out in the cold, or when you didn't want to ask anybody for help because who were you going to ask? So there was some energy about that here, or maybe even financial difficulties or something like that. And now, baby, you are bossing up, okay? You're already bossed up. Maybe you're just realizing, like, from there to here, where you are, from here to there, how much you've grown. And man, there has been such a transformation for you, my love. Oh, I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of you. This is phenomenal, dude. But like I said, it's like whatever is dead and gone, it really is, but you can take power from your history now. Instead of looking at your history like you were a place of lack of power, this is where you're really deriving some power from your past and using that to your benefit now. I also see that if you're in a relationship, it could go really, really well right now. I see somebody's enamored with you, or just like infatuated, or super in love. I feel like you're a little nonchalant about it, but the nonchalant energy is coming because, you know, you're processing through a lot of stuff right now. I also want to say that you could have been dealing with somebody who was like not acting upon something, and now they really are. There's a lot of love coming in. If you don't have a partner, this could be coming in right now. If you guys don't have a job, I feel like you could be even finding a hobby or something like that. I also want to say success, blessings, and positivity is coming in now from this processing out of whatever's old and taking it in a new way. All right, let's get you a Spirit Oracle message, baby. That was quick. Focus your mindset on what you can control instead of what you can't. The world is your oyster. Elevate your thought pattern so you can attract abundance into your life. You are what you believe. Ooh, and I believe you're amazing. I hope you do too. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I will talk to you later. Love you. Bye. Capricorn, in the next 48 hours, you're going to realize that somebody is watching you. We got specters here, which I would see as spectators, because good Lord, this is going to take discernment, critical thinking, and insight from you. It does feel like there's maybe even an adversary that's around you right now, somebody that could be in competition with you or looking at you like this. Deception and envy is coming through too. What is the deal? Look, you're getting something out of this, I promise you, and we'll let you know what it is right now. But yeah, you got some people watching you right now. Maybe it's because you're feeling safe, secure. You can handle it. Okay, you're a Capricorn, please. There is no comparison. Okay, like you're grounded. You're feeling safe within your body. You're feeling safe within yourself, and it's really coming through, baby. And you're coming through as prudence here, right? There's this sort of a balancing act that you've been doing. They probably don't even know everything that you go through, or like what you've been through to get to where you are right now, or to get to who you are right now. And they're like, I want to be like that. Like, okay, try it. Let's see how you do. Are you kidding me? Right now, you're coming through with self-assurance, integrity, clear-mindedness, which is amazing. You guys could even be connecting like with a Libra or something like that. I do have some of that energy here. But as you realize this, you're getting a lot of insight to the tools that you could be using. You could even be getting some upgrades on your tools right now, where you're better at communicating, you're better at understanding things. The angels are helping you see this. I feel like success, blessings, and positivity are coming into your life right now. Period. A 10 of Pentacles. Big blessings coming in for you right now, just like blooming too. Maybe they're like seeds you planted a long time ago and they're finally starting to bloom. Once again, I think that you've got your boundaries up right now, or it's almost like you know what to give and you know what to reserve, right? It's like, I have 9 Pentacles. I'm giving you 3. I'm going to see what you do with it, and then I'll decide if you deserve any more Pentacles. There is this sort of period. You're coming through as a boss right now, okay? The Emperor goes after what they want, but they also can lead and hold down their empire as well. There's some new beginnings coming in as well. I would say maybe this could have to do with work, maybe a better understanding of where you want to lead your passion to. There could even be a new idea, new communication coming in, where maybe they're letting you know who the spectators are, right? But you're getting a bird's eye view so you can see up ahead of what's going on. Spirit's also letting us know that passion is getting fired up again here for you. Maybe we had a little bit of a spiritual strength activation that was going on. Maybe you weren't super passionate at that point, but I feel like it's coming in now, baby. But last message here is about maybe somebody is jealous of your material harvest, and there's this sort of connection. I feel like the connection, maybe they're a little bit different than you. They had a different upbringing. Maybe they're a different skin tone, different race, ethnicity, something along those lines. There's like differences between you guys, which I mean really didn't matter before, but now it's like those differences that were on the outside were nothing compared to how different y'all are on the inside, and how y'all go about life. So I definitely see you kind of picking those people out right now. Let me know in the comments how that resonated. Now, for your Spirit Oracle message, learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or go with it. Ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy and fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. Period. All right, love you so much, Capricorn. Talk to you later. Bye. Aquarius, in the next 48 hours, you are the rider. You are seeing yourself and how hard you can ride for yourself. And I think it's about time that maybe you give yourself some more credit for that also, because you're really innovating other people and showing them how to do it by doing it yourself. So thank you in advance for that, baby. Movement, quick decisions, progress. You've been making mad progress right now. And you've been standing on business, baby. 10 toes down. Stand your ground. And this is got a lot of like full moon energy behind it. But we've got orange and red here. And orange is like the sacral chakra. So we're looking at confidence, sexuality, creativity. Physical body is there too. So maybe you're working on that. We've also got root chakra energy here. Feeling safe enough to do it. Feeling safe and secure in yourself way more than you have before. And why? Because you're the key. You are the key. Inner calling, clarity, and intention. And it hasn't really been super clear. I think that maybe there's been a lot of unsurety, maybe fears, anxieties. These are all thoughts, wonders, what if, and what about this, and what do they think of that, whatever. And now it's kind of like it's made a wall for you to not be able to reach what? Your goal-oriented energy. And now that wall is completely being destructed. It's being removed. You're lifting up the gate. But I think one of the main worries that you had was maybe competition, maybe standing out from the competition, or maybe not being told the truth, or not seeing something clearly, something along those lines. A lot of those worries were here. They could have created a lot of mental conflict too. Unsurety with it, like that root chakra we were talking about earlier. Unsurety without feeling like you weren't grounded, maybe feeling like you didn't see things clearly. And Spirit's like, babe, I am showing you right now. And do you know what you're seeing? That you are in the spotlight, and you sure as hell deserve it. You sure deserve to be in that spotlight. And it's about time that you give yourself the credit to be there. And there's some new energy coming in here with the Magician. It feels like this could be entrepreneurial. This could be, I was going to say magician. This could be like musician type of energy even, or like performance. In some way, shape, or form. Spirit would like to warn of a shiny item syndrome, where like it's like, oh, that's shiny, let me go towards it. No, you're the real shine. There's no need to go after anything else that's shiny. You're the real one. And Spirit says, don't waste time. Literally. How do we have the little time capsule thing on both cards? Ridiculous. This is not the time to go backwards. If you've already been down a path and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to go down that path. If there's any sort of resistance or worries like, should I not? Don't. It's not the time. Unless you're completely sure about it, just don't go down that path, especially if it's something from the past. This is not the time to go backwards. Planning, making decisions, and taking risks. In other words, going forward. And that's exactly where I see you going right now, with higher knowledge and higher confidence. Passion is coming in. Now let's get you a Spirit Oracle message. Slow down and take your time. There's no need to rush everything. You are already doing your part. Trust that what belongs in your life is already making its way towards you in divine timing. I hope this was helpful, Aquarius. I love you so much. Let me know how it resonated in the comments. Okay, bye. Pisces, in the next 48 hours, you may need a little bit extra rest. We have burrow, exhaustion, questioning motivations, and realignment. But this realignment is so necessary. Look at exactly what's happening here. I think that as you burrow and as you take some rest, you're realizing what higher education you want, what kind of wisdom you've attained already, and where you'd like to direct that. There's this sort of like level up that I see happening for you here, and you just need a little bit of a rest before we access it. We've got higher education, beliefs, and wisdom. So once again, if you are thinking about expanding your knowledge or learning something new or expanding on something, you need this rest in order to give yourself time and space to consider where to go. We have enchanter, self-evaluation, awakening, and purpose. So when you feel this purpose, when you understand it, that's where you can direct the higher education. Because there's no use getting education if it's not going to suit your higher purpose. I mean, any piece of education can help, but I do feel like you might want to direct that energy a little bit better. In order to do that, you need some realignment rest. You are headed towards victory and success right now. There's this sort of thing that's happening here where you're like, I want to scream at the top of the mountain right now. So maybe you're getting something done, or something's finishing, or you realize something, or you got over something within yourself. I also think that within that, it's igniting your passion. Your heart comes online. What does that feel like? It feels excited. It feels like if you were to think about your dream location that you would like to live at, or where you would like to travel to, and that excitement that happens, that's the heart opening. The heart is the only thing that can wish, not the mind. So your heart wishing for something is where I feel we need to direct this energy. This could be a sort of long-term thing that you're deciding on right now, and this is your destined path. This is aligning you to your destiny. Big next 48 hours for you. I think that a lot of self-reflection is happening here that's going to be helpful. Maybe even giving yourself a little credit for how beautiful you are, how attractive you are, and really creating more value in self. I think you're also realizing what is a dud. Like if you've been in a position where you thought you were picking up a golden coin, but the next thing you knew you had a little crawly bug on your hand, you're like, oh, I took a misstep here for sure. I also see that somebody could be watching you right now, not creepy, but still a little weird. A little deception and envy is going on. This could be at work or in your surroundings here, maybe even neighbors. I don't know why that's coming out. Anyway, there's this sort of energy of like green eyes. Like I'm looking at you. I want what you have. I want what you've become. But good Lord. They have no idea how you got to where you are. They have no idea how you became who you were. I would love to see them go through what you went through to become this, period. Oh, silly people. They're so silly. Anything about this? Yeah, they could be coming in with a little bit of argumentative energy or thoughts about wanting you to lose. So just keep that in the back of your mind. As you see that, you're like, ugh, I don't think it's anything to worry about, but Spirit does want you to be aware of it. Now, I do have 2 activations happening for you here. We've got the sacral chakra, cha-ching, and the heart chakra. Oh, this is also value. I haven't told anybody else that, but it just came through for you. So like your personal value is rising right now, babe. This also has to do with sexuality, creativity, physical body, and confidence. So I do think that if you're working on your physical body, you could start seeing results right now. And that's probably why they're jealous, baby. Read it and weep. Put your sunglasses on for all this shine, baby. And I also have the heart chakra activating, which is letting you know what exactly it is that you truly want for yourself. We've got a lot of heart energy coming in. So let yourself get excited so you know what direction to go into, so you can bring more of that into your life. Now let's get you a Spirit Oracle card. I just saw a gnat flying by me. I got it. You're going to squash that gnat. Whoever it is that's watching you or sending you this envious energy, like take a cleansing bath or something, babe, because it just feels like they're probably not doing spell work, but it just feels like negative, like, ugh, boundaries. Hell no. Your life is about to start moving quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. Make decisions. Okay. Make decisions rationally but sensibly. This is why you need that rest, babe. Period. I love you. Let me know how it resonates in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.